Hello there! I'm Scotty. You're not. We're in movie number 5 of a Dragon Ball Z Cooler's Revenge. Now, who is Cooler? Well, to explain that, I have to explain past the Saiyan saga. I kind of hinted this. So, starting with Season 2, the Namek saga, they introduce a new villain of Frieza. We find out that Frieza is responsible for the destruction of planet Vegeta, which is the home of the Saiyans, and he is trying to conquer the world. Goku, in order to defeat Frieza, has to become Super Saiyan. And after, destroying Frieza and the planet Namek in the process, their fighting causes it to implode. But they do, get the people safely to Earth, thanks to a wish. And, because that Namekian dragon has 3 wishes. That whole thing with that is just... I always forget that Goku is beyond killing unless he has to. So he gives Frieza enough energy to escape, so he doesn't die. But Frieza uses that energy to fire one last blast, which Goku, regretfully fires back, causing his destruction. And in the canon of the show, Frieza's pieces are found by his father, King Cold. Yes. King Cold, Frieza, and Cooler. Just like the Saiyans are named after vegetables. Except for Nappa. I never figured out what that could be. Apple, maybe? But that's a fruit. I don't know. Vegeta, vegetable. Raditz, radish. Kakarot, carrot. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, they come to Earth and they are killed by a young Saiyan named Trunks, who I said is the one from the future, and informs Goku that 2 androids are going to show up, but in 3 years' time. But Goku's going to die before then of a heart disease. However, I do not know if this can take place after that point. Because Goku is back on Earth, and it is after the events of the Frieza saga, you would think, okay, now we're back on track, we're connected. However, no, that cannot happen. There are a few variables, such as Gohan's hair. He has the bowl cut. But by the time Goku returns, his hair is longer and he has a bit of a ponytail going on. Goku doesn't automatically go Super Saiyan, but eventually does, because of plot convenience. Vegeta is nowhere around, despite staying with the others, and know that he acclimates to the world. You could say that maybe he's exiled himself after this, but he is not here. You gotta believe. I think he's in the next one. Yep, he's right there. He's in the next one. So, Vegeta's nowhere to be around. Our heroes here are Goku, Gohan, Krillin, and Oolong. Yay, Oolong. We also get a cameo from Korin and not Yajirobe, who was in the last one I forgot to mention. Sorry. We get a nice little pre-title sequence here, the destruction of planet Vegeta, where we see Frieza just, fighting Bardock. We get Bardock, right, set to the rock music for the American and the English dub. And so there's 2 English dubs. There's one with the original Japanese music and one with the English dub music. If you want the ambiance, if you watched it growing up, the English dub you watched is probably that version with the rock music, taken from the last one. Broly has it. But we see Frieza kill Bardock and then destroy the planet. But someone is informed that a pod gets away. And, someone says, okay, we have to destroy it. But someone tells them, let it go. I'm not going to clean up Frieza's mess. This is revealed to be Frieza's older brother, Cooler, which leads to be his mistake. So, Cooler's form, at first, looks kind of like Frieza's final form. I'm gonna grab this so I can show it. Not like Frieza's final form, which he says is the actual final form, but he found out a way to go one more, which is this version, which kind of just looks like a combination of a Cyborg and King Cold, and the way that, I don't know, but Frieza also had one more beyond final form. It was 100% final form, but it's just a more muscle version of final form, where that actually looks different. Anyway, so so that's gonna lead to. So yeah, we see that in this canon at least, Cooler had the chance to destroy Goku right there as a baby in the pod, but said no. And yes, a baby being sent from a dying planet that will one day become the hero and protector of planet Earth, that's Superman. I know. He's Japanese Superman, apparently. It's Superman. Sorry. Itch. But, so, on Earth, Goku, Oolong, Krillin, and Gohan, I don't know if I mentioned Krillin, are going on a camping trip. Which Chi-Chi's against, because Gohan has to do his studies. But, she gets confused by Goku for saying, you have to finish studying. We get Icarus again. Icarus is also here. And comes in handy. So there's a lot of padding. So pretty quick here, Cooler shows up with his men and they start causing trouble and trying to get revenge. Then they think that Gohan is the one, but no, it's not him. It's Goku. And Goku is taken out pretty quickly. He doesn't go Super Saiyan right away. And a lot of people would say, well, that's just for filler. And yes, it's true. But also, at this point, think about this. If this is after the events of the Frieza saga, he's only done it once. It probably takes a lot out of him. He's probably still training to condition himself to do that. Because after the battle, he's once again laid on his ass from using all the energy. So, he hasn't acclimated himself to using it. So, unless he absolutely needs to, he's not going to do it. So, he's fighting him normal. But he gets his ass kicked. And so, Oolong and Krillin take him into a cave to be safe and away from the danger, while Gohan goes to get the Senzu beans from Korin and Yajirobe. But he's told, you can't fly, or they'll sense your power level. So he flies on Icarus, because he has Icarus. So, and it also makes him a little bit slower. But he gets there, and when they get there, Korin refuses to give him the Senzu beans. By the way, Senzu beans are the things that heal them. They heal them, magical beans. But Yajirobe, he's like, you have to give me a gift. Oh, okay, I'll go get a gift. But Yajirobe gives him the bag. I'm like, really gonna watch Gohan go get a gift? No. Yajirobe gives him the bag of Senzu beans and he gives him one more that he plops in his little belt, which comes in handy because I don't know why they do this. So Piccolo is fighting the bad guys here while they are trying to heal Goku. Eventually, Gohan makes it back, but Salza, one of, I think it's like Cooler's top general, command, number one, a guy, blasts the bag of Senzu beans. But luckily, Gohan's got that one that was in his belt. Feeds it to Goku. I don't know why I had to destroy the whole bag of Senzu beans. It doesn't do much. And Goku gets his power back and begins to fight Cooler again, but without Super Saiyan yet. But he sees that a bird died and becomes Super Saiyan because of it. Because at this point, you have to be angry to turn to a Super Saiyan. Because first time he did it, Krillin is killed. And Krillin is his best friend. So, of course, he's going to get pissed. And that happens. So, I guess a bird is enough A dead bird is enough to do it. And becoming Super Saiyan brings the bird back to life, apparently. And then Goku faces down with Cooler and uses the Spirit Bomb, yeah, the rinse, wash, repeat type thing, to fling him into the sun, disintegrating him. And as he's flung into the sun, this is when it hits Cooler. Oh, shit, this is the guy that I let go. Oops. Just as he dies. Yeah. And all is well. But Salza's still alive, but Bigelow takes care of him. And, him. Looking at the pictures of this guy, I thought it was a female, but no. Salza is a him. Even Salza is it's kind of a feminine name, you know what I mean? But no, it's a him. And then Bigelow takes off. Goku's laying there, regenerating. He had Robbie to bring more senzu beans. He's gonna be pissed when he finds out that. This was actually not bad either. The rock music is starting to get a little obnoxious because they'll have a fighting scene and they'll stop, and then something happens, and then drop for another fight scene. It's a lot. It's a lot, but I see what they were doing. They're trying to Americanize these, and it works to a point. Cooler as a villain would work, although I do find it very sketchy because he goes into Beyond Final Form, right, and is defeated by a Super Saiyan almost immediately by being flung into the earth, into the sun, right? As said before, Goku tried to use the Spirit Bomb on Frieza, but Frieza stopped it. He wasn't able to he turned it back on him, and it caused problems. He wasn't able to beat him. And it took forever for the fight between him and Frieza to finally end, causing the destruction of a whole planet. And Cooler gets taken out by a Spirit Bomb being flung into the sun. It's very quick. It's almost like we had to pad out the Frieza fight, but this is just a movie so we could get it done quicker. That's exactly what it is. And like I said, with the anime, they had to pad stuff out because the manga, they were trying to keep catching up to it and everything. So, yeah. And here, it's a movie. We could just get it done. And so it makes Cooler look bad in a way. It makes him look bad because it makes him look weaker than Frieza because Frieza took all that time to defeat, even destroying an entire planet to stop. And you just gotta use this one Spirit Bomb, fling him into the sun for Cooler. Yeah, it's a little. And again, you have a movie's runtime for this, and that's over several episodes, but still. So my question is going to be for the next one is I don't remember. Do they have to explain Cooler to Vegeta, or is he just going to know who Cooler is because he was there when it happened? Who knows? We shall see. So, I'm going to give this one. I'll give it a very high middle of the road. It's up there. It's between World's Strongest and Lord Slug. Lord Slug still has the top. I have a feeling it's going to be beat out at some point, but Lord Slug is still at the top, followed by this, and then World's Strongest, Tree of Might, and then Dead Zone. Dead Zone is still the worst so far. It just I had the most problems with it. You know what I mean? Nothing is below middle of the road right now. Nothing's like total shit. So, yeah. I remember not caring for Return of Cooler, so it may be worse than Dead Zone. Who knows? But what are your thoughts on Dragon Ball Z Cooler's Revenge? Don't come so much. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.